What's up, you guys? I'm here with another random video that was not planned, and yeah, I just have a lot to kind of get off my chest. I was about to film a foundation video and just like go through all the foundations that I had and stuff like that, and why I don't like them and why I do like them. And I was just looking and I was like, I don't have that many like drugstore foundations and things like that, and it's because they don't make them for my skin color. And that's like one, I don't know, it just made me go back to the subject that I did want to talk about a while ago, but then I felt like I needed to wait. But I don't know, I just want to talk about it now, and that's just being dark skinned. That's a topic that I really wanted to touch. And also another thing that kind of pushed me into making this video right now was I had just went to the store and I was walking and this man was like, "Oh, you're so pretty for a dark skinned girl." That's like the worst comment. Like that's like, it's like a backhanded compliment, and it freaking sucks because you can't even say thank you because that's not a compliment. Like, you're not even calling me pretty, you're just calling me pretty for something. You know what I mean? Like, you don't go to a light-skinned girl and say you're pretty for a light skin. Like, you don't go to a white person and say you're pretty for being white. Like, so why do you go to, like, me or a dark-skinned person and say that to them? Like, that makes no sense. That's basically saying that everyone else that is dark-skinned is ugly, but you. Like, really? Like, how could you... I don't know. That's just the worst compliment to give me ever, and it just pisses me off so bad. Like, I just don't see how, like, your own race can degrade you as a person. Like, that's that's just mind-blowing to me. Like, I don't understand that. I don't see how we're both black, but you can degrade me because you feel like your color of black is better than mine. Like, really? Like, as a child, I hated my color. Like, I hated it with a passion. I felt like that was the worst thing, like, to me, like, of me, was the color of my skin. I felt like that's what made me ugly. I felt like that's why I was bullied. It just gave me like the worst self-esteem ever. Like, I would go home, I would cry, but I wouldn't tell anybody, and I would just go to school like nothing ever happened, and just get bullied again, get joked about again, get called burnt, get, the lights go out, they're like, "Oh, where's so-and-so?" Like, all those jokes, and I would just have to take it, and then later just go home, and then just go cry about it, and go back to school, and deal with it all over again. And that's a lot, and you hold that with you for the rest of your life. Like, I still think about that, and I still think of the things that I had to go through, what other little girls have to go through, and it sucks, and people kill themselves because of this types of stuff, and I don't want that to happen, and I just want people to know that I understand where you're coming from and that you're not alone, and you shouldn't end your life because of it. But yeah, these things have like left me with, little confidence in myself and being shy. It has given me anxiety. I can't even go to a new place by myself because I'm scared of what other people are saying. I feel like people are always saying, like, talking about me, even though they're probably not. Like, social anxiety is like the worst because you just always feel like you're getting talked about. I feel like people are talking about my color all the time, so it makes me not want to go out. Like, I'm afraid to go out in public. Like, really? By myself. I can go with other people because I guess it gives me some assurance, but by myself, I can't even go to Walmart by myself shopping. Like, I feel like I have to call someone up and say, "Hey, do you want to go shopping with me?" When really it's like because I'm scared. Like, my anxiety won't let me walk in there by myself. But I can go into places, like, if I went there once with someone, I can go in there again by myself now because I know my surrounding. I know what I needed to do, where I need to get it, and everything like that. But I feel like it's always just like in and out. I don't want to search for a long time. I don't want to be in there for a long time because I feel like after a while I'm going to start getting judged. And that all came from being a child and getting bullied because of the color of my skin. It just, I don't know, it just really sucks being dark skinned. Back then, it really sucked because I just felt like that was the worst thing to be in the world. And I'm not gonna lie, like I wanted to like bleach my skin, I wanted to do things like that, but I just couldn't bring myself to do that. And I'm glad I didn't, because now I'm in love with my skin color. Like, I love myself right now. Like, this is freaking beautiful, and I don't see how people can see or can think that this is not beautiful. And I don't see how people can think that light skin is more beautiful. I feel like we're all equally beautiful. Like, people are just beautiful people, not because of their skin color, not because of their, I don't know. It's just like, how can you define someone just by the color of their skin and say like, oh, this is beautiful and this isn't beautiful? Like, that doesn't even make sense to me. And it's weird that older ages think that being darker skin is beautiful, but the younger ages are the ones that feel like she's dark skinned, so no, like, like like that's so simple-minded to me, and it just blows my mind that that is even still a thing. Like, back in the day, sororities, they used to do the paper bag test and things like that, and if you were lighter than a paper bag, then yeah, you're accepted. If you were darker than a paper bag, then no. Like, you're basing me off of a paper bag? I'm sorry. What? Really? You don't even want to get to know me? You want to put a paper bag up to my face and see if I'm accepted? Like, that's... I'm trying not to make this into a rant, because I just want other dark-skinned people, being black, Indian, Asian, because this isn't just a problem with the black community, it's a problem with all races. Like, the darker colors are not really accepted, and I just want them to know that they have supporters, and that they have people going through this just like them, and that they're not alone. And I just want everyone to know that we shouldn't be dividing ourselves, we should be uniting. I feel like the black community, why did we even make light skin versus dark skin? Like, are you serious? Really? No. I'm trying not to get angry, and okay. And I just feel like we should get rid of the phrase, like, you're beautiful for a dark-skinned girl. Like, no, just tell me I'm beautiful, because if not, then I don't want to hear it. I don't care. Like, no, I don't want your compliment. If that's how you're going to say it, you can keep that. And also, like, there's, like, people who don't want to be with darker people just because they don't want their kids to be dark-skinned. Like, really? Like, you're going to base your love on the color of the skin of your baby that you haven't even had yet? Like, no. And that, most of the time, it's not even based on that, because my dad is super duper light and my mom is like brown, and then I came out dark, so you can't even base it on that. It's just genes, and they just happen sometimes. Like, don't base who you like just because of their skin color. And I hate when people are like, I don't like darker skin girls. Like, you don't even know them. You never even got to know them. You just automatically just blocking them off. Like, that's not fair either. And makeup companies, like, I wanted to like separate things into like drugstore and into high-end, but I can only buy high-end because drugstores, like, they don't have my color in their makeup. I can't go buy CoverGirl. I can't go buy freaking, I don't know, but I can't buy it, and it sucks because I have to go pay more money just because of the color of my skin, while anyone else can just go to the drugstore, pick something up real quick, and be fine. And it's just, it sucks. But though, as a child, it did bring me with my social anxiety, my confidence. I mean, I wouldn't really say self-esteem, because I do feel like I'm beautiful, but I don't feel very confident in the things that I do. But that kind of comes with my anxiety. Even though being dark has brought all of those things, it has also brought me to love myself more. As a child, it was a bunch of self-loathing, loathing. But yeah, I really hated myself as a child, and I hated myself because of the color I was. But now I actually really love myself. I have a boyfriend who loves the color of my skin, and that's just amazing. As a child, or like in junior high and everything like that, I felt like people only dated me because of my body and not because of what I looked like, because I was skinny and I had a big butt. So I felt like that's why people dated me, not really because they actually really liked me. And I felt like that was the only reason why someone would talk to me or text me or give me the time of day, was just because of how I physically looked, but not really like because of my beauty or my inner beauty or anything like that. But now I can say that I'm with someone who I feel like actually genuinely loves me and likes me for who I am as a person, and also physically, and also because of the color of my skin, and also because of like how beautiful I am inside and out. And so I feel like as a child that has brought me to who I am now. And I just want, for kids that are also going through this, I want them to get to my stage faster. It shouldn't have had to take me this, like, I'm 20 now and I'm just now loving who I am. It shouldn't have had to take me that long to love the person that I am. And I want people to get there faster and to realize that they are beautiful, and that even like people are just mean people and they talk about the color of your skin, but you just have to look past it and just know that you're beautiful. Because if you know it, then that stuff won't affect you, and you'll be confident, and you won't have anxiety like I do, and you won't have to go through the things that I have to go through, and it makes it 100 times better. And for the people out there that are talking about the color of people's skin and that are demeaning people, it starts from the beginning. So if we can learn to not think that way, then it ends. Like, this is something that doesn't have to keep going on. Colorism doesn't have to keep going on. This isn't even racism. This is colorism. This is happening in between your own race. Like, not even, this isn't like a white person coming to you saying you're pretty for a dark-skinned girl. No, this is your own color. Your own race is coming and talking to you like this, and that's a shame. But I feel like this is something that can be, you know, gone, and not like, colorism can be defeated. It's not something that has to keep going, but it just also starts from the very beginning. Like, everyone is equal, everyone is the same. So don't separate people into light skin and dark skin. Like, that's stupid. We're all just black. We're all just Indian. We're all just, you know, we're all just a race. Like, we shouldn't be separated and divided and put on different pedestals, because that's how you get colorism, and that's how people get hurt. That's how suicides, that's how people hate themselves. Like, you know, and it can all be avoided. I didn't want to make this video for people to feel sorry for me, or for people to feel sorry for dark-skinned people, but this is just kind of like an eye-opener. Like, we are all equal, and we shouldn't be talking about people like that, you know? We should just love each other. And yeah, so let's just try to end this cycle of repeated nonsense, because that's what it is. It is nonsense. That's why when I talk about it, it makes me so mad, because it's just like, why is this even a thing? Like, really? Why are we fighting against each other? I don't know. But if you made it all the way through this rant, thank you for watching, and I will try and get the foundation video up. I know I've been saying that for like 3 videos now, but I felt like this was just a video that I had to make, and I had to get it off my chest, and I feel a lot better now. So thank you for watching this rant, this video. It really wasn't supposed to be a rant, but I feel like that's what it turned into. But yeah, see y'all in my next video. Bye.